Welcome to the arena, where 24 robots are battling in the biggest, toughest arena ever made. Each heat, only the strongest will survive until one robot is crowned the 6th War's Grand Champion. Let the wars begin. This is Robot Wars, and Oblivion will await 3 of our 4 robots for Heat 5, already safely through to the semi-finals. Is Challenger, who challenged all comers in Heat 1, disposing of APD3. The second heat saw the mighty axe hammer blower of Thor, who disposed of Tyrant in its Heat final. Then we saw Cassius 2, a veteran of the wars, disposing of Nitride. And our last heat, Heat 4, saw the reigning champion Storm 2 thrash all comers, including Wild Things, in the Heat final, going through, filling our 4th place in the grand final. Refbot, please introduce our next 4 Robot Warriors.
From Surrey, Forklift's Revenge.
Revenge is sweet for Forklift's Revenge as it comes back all geared up for another war. It lost out to Storm 2 in the grand final stage of the last war. How will it do for the 6th war?
From Birmingham, Samurai.
The Ninja Warrior returns once again with 2 new additions. It has 2 rear chainsaws at the back. Its 2 front swords return. It's at 99 kilos, the second lightest of the heats. It'll need more than luck to survive the head-to-heads.
From Portsmouth, Adriel.
By far the heaviest in the heat and one of the biggest robots we've ever seen to grace the arena. It is its first war though. Those 2 huge wheels gives that sledgehammer all the power it needs to conquer the arena.
From Huddersfield, Onslaught.
One of the original Robot Wars veterans is Onslaught, returning for a 6th go at the title. It's never failed to reach the Heat finals on 5 previous occasions. It's back, top heavy as always. It's the 2nd heaviest in the Heat. Let's see how it'll do in the arena. So as our robots prepare for the opening fight, let's see how it looks on paper. Forklift's Revenge, Samurai, Adriel and Onslaught. Remember, they'll all fight each other once, and actually Onslaught, Samurai and Forklift's Revenge shared the same heat in the last series, so this is sort of a grudge match. Can't wait to see how they'll all do. Patrolling first, of course, for 1 house robot per heat, it's Matilda with her devastating flywheel and TUSKS. Remember, she can't attack unless a robot ventures into her patrol zone.
Roboteers, stand by.
So our first fight is Forklift's Revenge against Samurai. Forklift's Revenge seeds 2nd for the 6 wars as Refbot starts the count to the first fight.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Well, Forklift's Revenge to the right here with all of the experience. Once won a New Blood tournament back in the 4th series, if I can recall. Forklift's Revenge, of course, then came back and is runner-up from the 5th war, and it's, of course, beat Storm 2 in the final. The pits descended, so that's a good start from Forklift's Revenge. Matilda very close to the pit there. Samurai needs to get its new chainsaws into action as it gets so rammed by Forklift's Revenge. Samurai now is up and over. It's going to have to get itself away from there. The pit release tire again being damaged by Samurai trying to self-right. It has done. Now somewhere in that design is the warrior, the ninja. You should see it in action. Now Forklift's Revenge here now is stuck. I think it's stuck on towards the arena wall. It's not moving quickly, is it? It's got, I think, the power. It's very, very similar to Storm 2 in design. And look, Samurai and I can now get into the back and take time now to destroy the innards of Forklift's Revenge, who is stuck on towards the wall. This is not looking good for the second seed here. Has all the experience, but it drove itself on. Both robots, funnily enough, use a skid steer system, so the wheels aren't actually on show. Sort of skid effect across the arena. Samurai is now being pushed by Forklifts towards Matilda, and Matilda's flip. Very crucial. Samurai once again up and over. It's going to have to get itself away from that, and has done. Matilda's flipped. Forklift's Revenge. They're pushing back into Matilda. Such a crucial tactic. And the experience there from the seeded machine shows just what it is capable of. Matilda's flip once again. Up and over goes Samurai, but they have self-righted in fine style, which is great. They're going to have to avoid the pits to the left. Remember, it's the hazards they've got to avoid as well. Refbot looking on as well in the corner. At the top, as you can see, as Forklift's Revenge again comes in with another ram against Samurai. Such power in this front forward ram. Matilda now coming in for the kill. That's not going to help matters at all. Samurai now in a little bit of a daze. It needs some sort of a power and a ninja attack to try and get onto Forklift's Revenge. It just can't get. The robot is so low. Forklift's Revenge is so low. Once again, Samurai is flipped up and over. I don't think it can get itself away from that. Look at that. Now there's a design flaw here. The self-righting arm is against the barrier and the arena wall. Now can Forklift's Revenge somehow come in for an attack? It's against the wall. Matilda now pushes it into her CPZ. Oh, and gets the circular saw, the flywheel dug right into there. Goodness me, Matilda, such a crucial part. It's digging in there now. As you can see, it's been flipped. Well, that's good there from the house robots. Very good tactic. I think it's actually got jammed in the innards there of Samurai. So the house robot there, Matilda, is just trying to sort of free Samurai, but in doing so, flips Samurai up and over. Oh, Matilda. Very cruel in her intentions there. She goes back into the CPZ. It has been flipped over now. There's something wrong with the floor flipper there. I think it's stuck open from the impact. We're going to go to a judge's decision. Now, Forklift's Revenge has failed. One more flip from Matilda has failed to finish off Samurai. That will count against Forklifts in the judge's decision. The damage, the control, the aggression, well, I think it's a one-way ticket, really. But Forklift's Revenge suffered here. Now, the two crucial parts to this fight against Forklift's Revenge. That was the first impact against the arena wall. They impaled themselves. Of course, Forklift's Revenge, in between all this, used the CPZs very well against Samurai. Never let up. Again, pushing backwards, forwards, against Matilda, against those TUSKS, those devastating TUSKS, once again flipped. And again, pushing against the arena wall. So all of the aggression and the control goes to Forklifts. But they did, this was the other impact here from Samurai against Matilda. This was all the house robots though, so this won't count for Forklift's Revenge. And one final flip from Matilda. So Forklift's Revenge, in the end, did fail to end Samurai's run. But who is the winner? It's Forklift's Revenge. Well, there's no surprises there, but that won't be good for Forklift's Revenge campaign here, because they will end that first opening fight on just 2 points. And Samurai, very lucky, but because they went to a judge's decision, it's ended with 1 point. Next, Onslaught, the experienced robot, against Adriel, an interesting robot to say the least.
Roboties, stand
the
by.
house once again, it's Matilda up in the corner.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Onslaught with all of the experience here against Adriel. Adriel's all over the place already. Goodness me, it's on its side. Look at this impact straight away from Adriel. It attacked, but it sort of flipped itself over. I mean, it compares with Matilda, as you can see. Well, it's a little bit on the floor flipper, but Matilda in the corner there, you can see, is such a huge robot. Adriel in the angel mythology actually stands for death and destruction. It's descended the pit. I wonder if Adriel will fit down that pit if it somehow ends up in it at some point. I'm sure it will. It's sort of weird and wacky. It's going all over the place. It's crashed down to earth with a bang. Onslaught is again trying to sort of attack it. I don't quite know what Onslaught can do here. As Adriel comes back in on the attack, it's bouncing all over the place. It's so close to the pit. It's going to have to be very careful as it goes in. Oh, it's rumbled in and it's gone in! Oh, goodness me! Adriel, and I think Onslaught's done damage to itself as well. Well, what a fight. Look at this. Adriel pounding Onslaught, and again you can see it just sort of flips itself. It's bouncing off the ground. Onslaught doesn't quite know what to do here at this stage. It can only really get hold of it at the inner bit, but as you can see, Adriel tumbles into the pit, ricochets off Onslaught, and Onslaught's done damage to itself. It's flipped itself over, look. Well, Adriel's on 0 points after what has to be one of the most interesting fights we've seen of the wars. Onslaught's on 3. What a match. Next up is Forklift Revenge versus Adriel. And overseeing the fight is the Master of Mayhem himself. It's Sir Killalot with the Crushing Claw and Piercing Lance. Stay out of his way, Roboteers. Stay out of his way.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
Well, what interesting techniques can we see here from Adriel? I can't wait to see what it can offer us next as it comes in on the attack now. Look at this. Forklift Revenge again cannot get hold of Adriel. It just goes up and over. Look at this. The only way that Forklift could potentially attack Adriel is to get at the sides and damage the wheels. But look at this. You can see now the aggression. Oh, it's on its side now. This is Forklift Revenge. It's the chance now to come in, and as you can see here, push Adriel in towards the CPZs, the corner patrol zone, to let the house robots take over. Adriel all over the place. Look at this. Such a big robot to be messing around with here and being flipped over. It really can cause damage. It is tearing up the war zone. It's going against the arena barrier there towards the floor flip. You don't want to do that. Look at that. Ricochets off. Bashes against the arena wall. It's very nearly out the arena. Those wheels so close to flipping itself out the arena there. Forklift Revenge. Look at this. It came in for a kill. Look, it avoided the floor flipper, but then look, it tumbled across the arena floor. Just like a catapult. Adriel, so fast, so colossal and deadly. Forklift Revenge here can't do much in terms of any damage, really. It can't get a hold of it. Well, it has now. It's gone onto its side here. Adriel doing, I think, is just about on top in terms of aggression, but Forklift Revenge certainly has the control here. It's going to be an interesting development. Will it go to a judge's decision? You never know, but Forklift Revenge now turns back for another attack. You see, because it's an invertible robot, is Adriel, so Forklift Revenge can't do anything. It just can't do anything with it. Up and over go. Veterans will probably remember Stinger. It's a very, very close comparison to Stinger, is Adriel, as it comes in again with another attack on the side. Oh! Goodness me, I thought something had come off the top of Forklift Revenge there. They look very close there. You can see, oh no, you know, I was right. I thought I saw something come across, and it's the self-righting arm of Forklift Revenge. That is a crucial blow. What an attack from Adriel here, as even though Forklift Revenge has pushed Adriel against the inner wall, Forklift Revenge can't self-right. Look at this. This was the blow. This was the crucial blow from Adriel. Look at that. What an attack. Such an impressive attack there onto Forklift Revenge, and they are now without a Shremek, a self-righting mechanism. Up and over they go. Adriel, they can't do anything now. If they get flipped, well, to be honest, it's only the floor flipper that could potentially flip Forklift. Adriel cannot really do anything to Forklift Revenge. Again, this could even go to a judge's decision. And then Forklift Revenge here in all sorts of trouble here. Now, the runner-up from the last series really needs the win here, as it didn't win the first fight. Oh, goodness me, it didn't win the clear fight last time around, but it's just been flipped by the floor flipper. Now, that was bad control here from Forklift Revenge, and they can't self-right. Is this going to be a win for Adriel? Look at this. It's just all over the place. Do you know what? I love Adriel. I can't wait to see it in his next fight. It's so out of control. It's so unpredictable. But that was the flip. That was the flip. And of course, because Adriel was all over the place, Forklift Revenge didn't know when to stop. It went too far. It was flipped by the floor flipper, and now is counted out. And that's it. 0 points will be awarded to Forklift Revenge. What a shock. As Killalot raises it above the arena. Well, look at this. I mean, Adriel is just it's just carrying on going. Doesn't know when to stop. Well, it's destroyed. The Angel of Death and Destruction has well and truly won this fight. More luck than judgment, I think, really. But Killalot now is toasting Forklift on towards the flame pit. They're going to have to be careful. They've still got one fight left. They've certainly lost this one, though. In the pit they go, and what an end to Forklift's second fight that is. Unbelievable fight. Adriel end on 3, Forklift remain on 2. This is an interesting heat developing, and next it's Onslaught versus Samurai. A grudge match here from the last war. What can we see happening next in this heat as they commence? Joining them once more, it's Sir Killalot, who's already played his part in this heat.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Well, they met in the 5th series. Onslaught won by pushing Samurai into the pit of oblivion. Look, they've just hit the nail right on the head there with that massive blow. They have destroyed the flag of Samurai, and in towards Sir Killalot it goes as well. Now then, Samurai's in all sorts of trouble. That weapon on Onslaught, so destructive. As you can see, Killalot getting all the close-up, gory details. Onslaught's weapon is top-heavy. They have modified it very slightly. It doesn't actually flip itself over as much as it used to do. Oh, what a crucial blow that was! Now, when did that come off? I think it came off in all of the madness that we've just saw just then as it went towards the CPZ, the corner patrol zone. So now Samurai is left without a chainsaw. And look, the weapon on Samurai is right into the innards of the wheel drive system of Onslaught. And now Onslaught is in trouble because Samurai has all the pushing power. Ah no, why did Samurai let go? They could have controlled Onslaught and dragged Onslaught down a pit into the CPZs, onto the flipper. Bad control there and attack from Samurai. Onslaught now has all the aggression here as it comes in and again damages the top there. Now this, you see, this is where the experience pays off. Samurai already so well in a lot of trouble now. Onslaught again attacking that top is such an amazing weapon. Look at that now, has something come off Onslaught? I think the weapon. Oh goodness me! Oh, what a blow! The self-rising up now. Something else come off Onslaught. It was the actual weapon, the hammer of the end. But as well as doing that, it is annihilated Samurai's self-righting mechanism. So they've both taken damage, but which is crucial. I think Samurai now, if they get flipped, they can't self-right, but Onslaught can still do the damage with that weapon and actually can still, well and truly, destroy Samurai and get into the innards there. They're on towards the flame pits. As you can see, it's on. It's well and truly burning. Onslaught needs to get himself away from the floor. Flame pit, as you can see, as it comes in for another attack. It's flipped itself onto its side. Samurai is lasting much longer than it did do against Onslaught when they last met. And look at Samurai in towards the CPZ. This is good control here now. This will count against Onslaught in a result of a judge's decision. But Killalot now has Onslaught in its grasp. And we are going to go to a judge's decision unless Killalot can flip Onslaught. And will this be the end? Can Samurai descend the pits? No, it's not doing. We are going to go to that crucial judge's decision. And Samurai will again cling on to its second judge's decision. Onslaught, of course, well in control at first by, look at that crucial blow, slamming the top of, now that of Samurai. Was this the crucial blow here that we saw? I think it might be. When there you go, where the chainsaw came off. That will be crucial. So the damage will count in Onslaught's favour, but Samurai came back on the attack again when it got into the wheel, the innards, and again won another blow, but this time Onslaught pushing Samurai onto the floor. Spikes. This is a very close fight, probably one of the closest we've had of the wars so far. This is the crucial blow there, because not only did Samurai suffer damage, but so did Onslaught. But to be honest, I think Onslaught might just come out on top because of that crucial damage, not only to the self-righting arm of Samurai, but also to the chainsaw. So it's up to the judge's decision. Who's won this crucial match? It's Onslaught! Well, Samurai clinging on. Unfortunately, they'll only get 1 point again, but Onslaught now, if we have a look at the table, will lead. And look at Foolish Revenge, the runner-up, in all sorts of trouble. They're next against Onslaught, and this is one hell of a grudge match.
Roboties, stand by.
Overseeing this hotly anticipated fight is Sir Killalot.
3, 2, 1.
One of the greatest fights to come from the 5th Robot Wars was Onslaught versus Forklift Revenge. It ended only just, they both ended in the pit of oblivion, with Forklifts just scraping itself through to going through to the semi-finals. And already we can see Forklift Revenge here. Now Onslaught need the comeback. They need the revenge. Wouldn't it be so sweet for Onslaught to win and defeat the second seeds, the runners-up for the 6th Robot Wars here. You can see, but Forklift Revenge doing all of the pushing, all of the attacking. As you can see now, Onslaught in all sorts of trouble. And this is it, you see, because it's a pushing match here, Onslaught are going to have to find their way to try and destroy Forklift Revenge somehow. They're against the arena wall, Onslaught. Oh, goodness me, they're all... Oh, now, because that's the top heavy robot. Look at this, it balanced itself. This has happened before to Onslaught. They've teetered on the edge of oblivion. And look at that, the weight of the weapon pushing it back onto the arena. Now, was that controlled? Was that controlled, I wonder? I don't know. I think it was more luck than judgment, because I think they would have gone out the arena. Killalot helping them out here, and Onslaught continue. Oh, goodness me, look at this. Forklift Revenge again coming in on the attack. They just need one blow, really, and then flip for Onslaught out of the arena. So something's come off. I'm not sure what's come off there. Was it from this amp? Look, oh, it's the weapon again. Oh, that's the second time that's happened to Onslaught there. The weapon's come off. I don't think it'll affect it too much. It just won't mean it won't get too much of a damaged attack, really, onto Forklift Revenge. As Forklift Revenge scuttles it. It's out of control here. Forklift Revenge is all skidding all over the place. Oh, goodness me, it's been flipped out the arena. Oh, my goodness me. What is the absolute... Unbelievable! Look at this, they've skidded. I was wondering why they were skidding all over the arena, but it's just lost another fight. This is not in the script, Forklifts. I don't believe it. They've just been tossed clean out of the arena. Unbelievable fight, and Forklifts Revenge have lost. What a fight. It's just lacking. They were skidding all over the arena. Which means Onslaught win. The revenge is sweet. Forklift Revenge, at this rate, they're going to be knocked out. Because it's our last fight. Adriel will be against Samurai.
Robot teams, stand by.
So Killalot patrols for our last group battle, and boy, has he seen some sights in the arena this heat.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
What another great fight we can see here. Adriel slamming in towards Samurai, already on the floor. Goodness me, has just destroyed the self-righting mechanism. It's come off again. Now, just so you know, whoever wins this fight will go through to meet Onslaught in the final. Forklift Revenge, for the fans who do like the robots, are out. They cannot qualify for the heat final. It is such a turn of events for this heat of Robot Wars. It's an unbelievable heat, and so many twists and turns. Oh, it's just been unbelievable. And Adriel here now is just the surprise package, I think. And do you know what? It's such a fun robot. I really hope this goes all the way. It's against Samurai. Now, Samurai is on all sorts of trouble. I don't think it's going to get itself away from there. The floor flipper, the flame pitch, should I say, in towards the Killalot as well. Adriel bouncing all over the place. Look at this, a hop, skip, and a jump. And look, it's just destroyed. Now you can see the ninja inside. For the first time, we've seen the ninja who drives the robots. That's the theory behind Samurai's concept. It's in towards the corner patrol zone. As you can see, Adriel now waiting for another attack. It's bounced up and over. Look at this. It's fantastic to see. It's all over the place. Oh, Adriel, what a design. What a robot. And do you know what? Because it's so big, it's so clunky, it's such a powerful weapon, it can do damage. And we've seen it in this heat. It might be more luck than judgment, but it is getting in there. Look at this. Adriel again descends the pit of oblivion. Now that it's trying there you go. You see, it's up and over. Good. Now, if the Perspex barrier wasn't there, he would have gone out the arena. This is how unpredictable Adriel is, as it comes in again, slamming in on the attack. It is just destroying itself very nearly. It's the pit of oblivion. It's skirting that pit, isn't it? Samurai now, I was just looking on in disbelief at what it is seeing, at this idea of a robot that's tearing up the arena. I don't think I've ever seen a robot perform this way. It is so much fun. And I really hope it survives this fight and goes through. Look, it's smashed against the arena wall. And would it have gone out the arena again if it wasn't for that Perspex barrier? Who knows? The unpredictable path that Adriel has taken is just fantastic. As again grapples hold of Samurai. Look, the ninja is being battered. Look at this. And another attack from... Now, it's going to have to be careful. Do not drive that pit. Remember, this is such a crucial fight because whoever wins this will go through to fight Onslaught. It's as simple as that. Forklift Revenge will end at the bottom. It really is. It is plain and simple as that. Adriel now coming in on the attack. Oh, it's gone in. I don't believe it. Oh, what a way to look. It's just all over the place. Oh, Adriel, look at that. The Perspex barriers helping it out. They go through to meet Onslaught. Forklift Revenge comes joint third they're out. The runners-up from the 5th Wars, we didn't get to see them at all perform as well as they have done in the past. That's the heat final. What a heat final it's going to be. Who's going to win this? Who knows? But Onslaught through to its 6th heat final. What a performance. They have to start as the favourites here. But look at this now. So the road to the heat final, we saw Faultless Revenge twice suffering from the floor flipper. First attack from there, Adriel win, and they again win against Samurai. And their 3rd fight was against Onslaught. And this is crucial because, of course, Onslaught won the fight only just, so they have to start as the favourites, as they also defeated Samurai by giving 2 blows here. One of them, the self-righting arm, came off, which was great to see, but this was the shocker. The grudge match, the one we were all anticipating. Out went Faultless Revenge. Unbelievable fight. That's one of the biggest shocks of the tournament. And here they are, Onslaught against the very interesting looking Adriel. In the arena for us is Shunt for the first time tonight with his diamond edge tipped axe and the deadly dead metal. 2 House Robots patrol for this crucial heat final, and what a heat it's been.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
Now, this has to be one of the most unpredictable, most interesting, hotly anticipated heats, not just of the series, but of the whole wars that we've ever seen. I mean, this really is open now to anyone. Onslaught has all the experience, a little bit of he really wants it to do well and get through, because it has become so close on 5 previous occasions of scraping through to the semi-finals. Adriel, on the other hand, a complete outsider here, and so unpredictable as we've seen it perform in this heat. Oh, it's just such a good robot, as it is now on towards... Oh, look at Onslaught's weapon again, it's come off! They've not nailed it back on, they've not done anything to try and improve it. And in it comes again. Adriel now in all sorts of trouble. It's on its end. There you can see it's descended the pit of oblivion. There you can see as it opens up. Now Adriel are going to have to be careful themselves and get themselves away from there. Keep out of trouble there. They've just skirted the floor flipper there. Bit of a delayed response from the flipper. But Adriel is still in a bit of trouble here. They need to get back themselves onto 2 wheels as they go into the corner patrols where dead metal is. You don't want dead metal soaring off those wheels at all. Onslaught now has, well, Adriel has come back down to earth with a bang, should we say. Onslaught now needs to get one crucial blow, and it's 2 hammers. Look at this. This is one hell of a heat final. 2 very evenly matched weapons, the 2 hammer blows. As you can see now, oh goodness me, Onslaught is in all sorts of trouble here now. Look at this. It was this one attack, and because it's top heavy, it flipped itself over. Again, this is Onslaught's issue. It always has been an issue throughout the history of Robot Wars. It's such a deadly weapon, but it's top heavy. Now then, the skirting that corner patrol zone and the pit of oblivion. Adriel seems more controlled for this fight. They must be learning and appreciating the gravity of the situation, that they are so close to a famous win over a hotly anticipated... The robots in this heat, veterans of the wars, and of course Faultless Revenge, we just didn't see it perform. I mean, it was just unbelievable. Out of all the experience... And to come joint 3rd in the group is a shocker. But look at this. Onslaught now is piggybacking on top of Adriel. Goodness me, now if Adriel can somehow change direction and push Onslaught into the pit, it'll be a famous victory here from Adriel. They just need to get themselves out of this pickle. Look, Onslaught can't do anything. They're stuck on Adriel's weapon. They're both in the pit. Oh, goodness me, I don't believe it. It's a deja vu. It's happened. This exact thing has happened to Onslaught before. Look at this in the past. In the heat final in the 5th Wars, they skirted the pit of oblivion with Faultless Revenge, and it's happened again, but this time it's with Adriel. Who went in first? Well, I think it's a much clearer view. I think Onslaught hit the pit first. It will have to be confirmed on the screen. Adriel is seconds away from a famous heat victory. Who's won? It is Adriel, and they march on to a semi-final. And what a heat this has been. Adriel, a famous victory in the making. They have defeated all comers and marched on to the semi-finals.